healthy, as healthy as we are right now. By now, pretty much everybody knows we lost Jessica Winfrey for the season with a torn Achilles tendon. It's a big loss for our team, probably the best rebounder in the league. And I really feel like she was poised to become, if not the best player in the league, one of the 2 or 3 best players in the league. So, it's a big loss on the court for our team. The great thing is she has phenomenal work ethic. She's been through the rehab situation and missing a year before, so we hope to get her back next year just as strong as ever. And that's one thing she's doing right now is providing quite a bit of leadership from the sidelines. She's still kind of immobilized, so she can't get up and move around. She's got a little scooter she wheels around on campus in, but she's being very vocal with her teammates. Same thing with Jessica Holder. She won't play this season. She'll have surgery in December, and the prognosis is good for her to return next year as well. So that'll be a big lift for us next year, but she's doing an outstanding job being vocal in practice and has really been a part of the team. Mariah Robinson, as a preseason all-conference player and returning all-conference player from last season, has been playing very well in practice, has really been shooting the ball well, and we're looking forward to seeing continued growth in her game. She can definitely score. I would like to see more rebounding and defense out of her this year. I think everybody's going to like the way we play. I think you're going to be excited as long as our depth holds up. We're looking at doing a lot more pressing and trying to force tempo on both ends of the court. And so far, it's been a good change. The players are very excited about the style we're playing, and they're very excited and looking forward to going against someone else other than themselves and the practice guys that we bring in. We open the season, like Dave said, on the 11th at 5:15, right here in the CFSB Center against the University of Evansville. We certainly need a lot of fans out to support us. The guys play after us a doubleheader that night. One thing different in the conference schedule this year, we'll have a lot of Monday night games where it's just the women's team playing on Monday nights, and we certainly need all the Racer fans to come in and support these young women as I think they'll provide a very exciting brand of basketball, and it'll be entertaining. And I know we've got a lot of special things planned with our marketing department to try to bring fans out on those Monday evenings. And we're just looking forward to it. Any questions?
What's the greatest area of improvement you've seen in practice over the last few weeks?
In practice, defensive effort. Our players are starting to buy into that they have to sell out on every possession, and understanding that we're not walking the ball up and down the court, and in order to play the style that a player wants to play, which just about every kid today wants to play, fast pace, shoot the three, get to the rim, exciting basketball. In order to do that, there's a sacrifice that has to be made, and that's you have to sell out and play as hard as you can play every possession. And the growth has been outstanding.
When you have such a big injury to such a key player, is there sort of a deflation in the locker room that you have to try and work through?
Not at this point. Now, that may set in. What has happened, and I was very pleased, immediately, and it's kind of a cold, hard fact that in athletics, somebody gets injured, well, I'm turning around the other end, y'all get her off the court. I mean, life moves on, the game moves on. But what happened immediately after that is, a couple of players that play that particular position talked to me and, Coach, I'm going to step up. Coach, I plan on leading the league in rebounding this year. Those type of comments were made the day or two that day, and then the next couple of days afterward. And I hope that carries throughout the season, because we're going to need that. It's going to have to be an entire team effort. Anytime you lose a player, let alone a great player, it takes an entire team to pick up those statistical things that she would have provided, as well as, just the leadership and aggression in her particular case, extremely aggressive rebounder. And we're going to have to get that out of all of our forwards in order to make up for that. And so far we've seen that. Now, will that set in down the road? I don't know. But right now there's not a lamenting, we can't believe Winfrey's out. It's more of, hey, I'm going to step up. I got her back, and I'm going to pick her up.
Mariah, huge year last year, scoring-wise. Do you feel like that there increased pressure on her to maybe even score more? Or is there kind of pressure on her?
There's pressure on her to score more. I mean, if you ever come to practice in the morning, you'll hear me telling her to shoot the ball quite a bit. She's still, as strange as it is, she passes up a lot of shots. And anybody that watched us play last year knows she's going to take some shots with people hanging all over and throw up some bad shots. But right now, she still passes up open shots. And, if I could shoot it like her, nobody would ever have to tell me to shoot, because I would let it fly every time I touched it. And that's what we're trying to get towards. And we're going to need her to score the basketball. There's no question, no secret.
Talk about that depth a little bit, despite the injuries, some of the newcomers that are going to step into big roles.
Yeah, very, very excited about Erica Burgess, transfer point guard, set out last year after transferring as a sophomore this year. Unbelievable quickness, speed with the basketball when she decides to turn it on. She has the capabilities to be a Derrick Rose type point guard for us. She really has the ability to score the basketball. We've got to get her to look to score more at this point. She's more of a pass first, Rajon Rondo type in her mind right now, but she can shoot it. She can get to the rim. Great mid-range game, and we're looking for more scoring from her than what she's providing in practice right now. But she's going to give us, and she's like an Energizer bunny. She can go all day. But with her, Tessa Elkins is healthy for the first time since she was in junior high. She said her knees feel better than they felt since she was in about the 8th grade. And she's providing great depth at the backup point guard spot. And she'll also play on the wing some. And Candace Nevels is doing a good job. Mallory Schwab is playing multiple positions as a senior, has really provided a lot of leadership and energy. She's always on the floor, and that's exciting. Kayla Lowe's healthy relatively for the first time in a while, and she's shooting it very well. So she provides depth at the 4 position. Right now, Kyra Watson would start for us at the 4. Kyra was a junior college All-American, and she's one of those players. As soon as Winfrey went down, said, "Coach, I got her back. I'm going to pick this up. You don't have to worry about this position." Shan Hosey has shown a lot more athleticism on a consistent basis. Last year I kind of talked as a redshirt in practice. She's very inconsistent. She's becoming more consistent. Ashley McBean at that forward spot would start for us today if we started as a freshman. She has ability. She's got to learn to be a little more aggressive and not quite so casual and happy-go-lucky about everything. But the depth on the perimeter and the depth at the 4 spot, and versatile players that can play inside and out. And we haven't even thrown Beth Mahurin out there really. She's a freshman, 6'3", big body. She's been in practice a few days, but she's playing volleyball right now. And when she gets in basketball conditions, she'll add some extra depth to our roster. Kayla Cunningham has been more aggressive in the last 2 weeks than I've seen her since she's been here. So I think she's excited about the opportunity, to get on the court and the style we're playing. They all know, hey, I'm going to get my shot. Allison Karst, was doing great the last 2 days. She's started passing up shots, and as a 3-point shooter on the wing, she's going to have to shoot the basketball to be on the court, and she can shoot it as well as anybody. And I think that depth is going to give us the ability. We have Erica, Mariah, and maybe 2 other players that are a little bit better than most of the other ones, but everybody else after that really is about the same level, and they're all good, solid players, and they can all shoot the 3. So, that's one thing that's going to be an advantage for us.
See a difference this year in having an experienced group of seniors to provide leadership, early, whereas last year was a little different?
Yeah, it is different. There's no question. And like I said, I mentioned Mallory Schwab earlier. She's done a great job, and she'll sacrifice her body. She's going to fly all over the place. And Kayla Lowe, who really was at the point where she felt like she was never going to play again. She had made up her mind that she was done medically. And now she's back, and she has the perspective of having the game in her mind. She's already gone through the process. Hey, my career is over. Okay, well, now she's back on the court, and she's providing a different perspective for everyone because she's already gone through that mental aspect of, towards the end of the year, seniors get down and the last half of the conference season, each game they start realizing this is my last trip to Tennessee Tech. I've got to do well. And there's a sense of urgency, and she has a great sense of urgency right now. And that's something that's definitely been beneficial for our team.